Hello and welcome to Flippin Through the Internet's #1 Mad Magazine news review and interview channel. Today we're going to be flipping through Mad number 198. But first, I have an announcement. If you could, please hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment below. It really helps make this channel grow. Right now, I'm at 272 subscribers to this channel, and I'm shooting for 300 by May. My birthday is May 20th, and so I want to reach it before my birthday. Like an early birthday present or something. That is the easiest way that you can support me. Additionally, if you really enjoy this content and you think that it's worth helping me out financially, you can go to patreon.com/flippinthrough. I want to improve things a little bit. I want to get a little better lighting, a little better overhead camera to improve the picture quality, and I want to put the money that I get from Patreon towards that. So I'm squirreling some away. I want to make things better. Also, maybe spend some money on cool things for this channel, like to show, aside from like the lights and all of that. Anyway, so you can join. You can join at $1. You can join at $5. Anything in between, anything more, that'd be great. That would probably be crazy though. Just keep it at $5. Anyway, if that's too crazy, check this out. I have an Etsy store. Etsy.com. I forget what it is. The link's down below. But anyway, you can buy these MAD stickers for $5. If you support me on Patreon for $5, you also get the stickers. So that's two ways that you can get it. Free shipping either way. I do also want to say a hearty thank you to my patrons, the people who are supporting me on Patreon. Ed Meisinger, Doug Guilford from madcoversite.com, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb of Freaky Magazine. They have a new issue coming out. I should do a video on that. Casey Ori and Kyle Bridget. So thank you guys so much. I hope that I can continue earning your support on this channel. That's it. That's all the things that I have to say. So let's get into this issue. Oh, it's so beautiful. MAD number 198, released April 1978. Our price 60 cents, which is indeed cheap. MAD hopes this issue jams every computer in the country. MAD magazine showing that they don't totally understand how UPCs work yet, but it was new. This is brand new, where you would have to have a UPC on an item, right? And it was kind of it does, look at that, for forcing us to deface our covers with this yucky UPC symbol from now on. And if you think about it, like it's kind of nice. Like those poor people, they would have these like guns, and they'd be like, they would have stickers, and they would like turn these dials to be the price, and they'd be like, ka-chuk, ka-chuk, ka-chuk. Every bag of rice and stuff, every box, they would have to. It was horrible. So this made their jobs a little easier. And so, they put this beautiful UPC as the whole cover. And it actually kicked off this whole thing with the UPC barcode art. And as far as I can tell, MAD must have been the first ones to do it. Now you can see all sorts of examples on like dairy, you look at it, and then the top of the UPC is grass, and there's a little cow on top munching on the grass. They do like a little artistic things, but I think they were the first ones to really do that, and they start with just making jokes about it. This one really just, the joke is how pissed off they are about it. Anyway, look at those beautiful stickers. You want one of those. Anyway. So here's another classic Mad Magazine suicide gag with Paul Coker Jr. artwork. It's just beautiful. I don't know. It's just Look at, you can see the sadness in this guy's eyes. He's like just walking up with the 100 right on there. And look at this guy. He couldn't be more pleased. He looks almost, I feel like that's a knowing look, right? He knows that's a man in a suit. Anyway, the vital features. Again, this is my most favorite. This is my most favorite version of the table of contents because of the vital features. I don't know that it was always my favorite though, but I've really grown to like the vital features. So here we have The Dip movie satire. We'll say Mort Drucker. We have When UPC Symbol Takes Over Completely. I don't know who would have made that. I don't know. Let's say it's George Woodbridge. Mad, School Supply Catalog, Bob Clark. You Can't Beat the System, Jack Davis. Al Jaffe with Mad's One-Time Use Products. And Angelo Torres with Alas, a TV show satire. Let's see how I did. Honestly, I'm feeling really good about this one. Not so much about this, but I think I could go 5 for 6 on this vital features. So make sure you guys keep score. Here we have a very brief letters column. All right, let's dig into this. Oh, look at, now the picture's not washed out. Perfect. Don Martin. Oh, that's a pencil. Get that out of here. Don Martin's Late One Afternoon in South Dakota was very heady stuff. I laughed my head off reading Late One Afternoon in South Dakota. I wonder if Lincoln did the same. Oh my God. That's fucked up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? I'm not going to make that joke. All right, I will. JFK, probably one of the most open-minded presidents we had. Mishaps of the future. Here we have gross encounters of the worst kind. Yup, these full-color portraits of Alfred E. Newman, Mad's What Me Worry Kid, are our very own UFOs. Unquestionably foolish offerings. They're great for framing or lining birdcage bottoms or wrapping fish or training puppies. And we've got hundreds of other uses for them, but we're running out of space. 35 cents for one, 75 for three, 185 for nine, $3.15 for 27, or $6.35 for 81. Were people buying that many copies, or is that a joke? I don't understand, because $6.35 seems reasonable. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, here we have The Dip. Oh, a scuba dive. What is this? Among the epidemic of underwater movies that have come out lately, perhaps the most successful, box office-wise, was the one about a young couple in Bermuda diving for sunken treasure. The treasure, it turns out, was the only thing of value in the entire moronic movie. So take a deep breath, hold your nose, and see if you can stay under long enough to read this mad version of The Dip. Was it The Deep? Is that what it is? I never heard of this movie. But the last time that happened, turns out it was during that live stream I did with Noah Van Sciver and Kyle Bridget. And turned out the movie that none of us had heard of is like in the Criterion collection. Oh, wait, how did I do with this prediction? Artist Mort Drucker, writer Stan Hart. Okay, 1 for 1. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe this is like a very well-known movie. The Dip? Who knows? I'm not all that interested in it. I'm sorry, guys. One morning in a drugstore. Ooh, guaranteed rid your dog of ticks and fleas, or your money back. Oh, one of the rare moments, I feel like it's pretty rare, I could be wrong, where Don Martin has written something, like written dialogue. Give me my money back. This stuff didn't work. Of course. You mean it didn't work at all? Well, it got rid of his fleas all right, but his tick is worse than ever. Oh, my goodness. That was fun. Food for thought. Artist and writer Arnoldo Francione. I like that name. And I like this art, too. There's something about this where it's, I don't know, it's not collage, right? But where they use like a photograph and then an illustration. What would that be called? And where have I seen this type of thing before? I really do enjoy this, though. Here we have, I don't know, what is that? Saudi Arabia and somebody else sauteing Uncle Sam on a skillet. Oh my God. This seems a little problematic. This reminds me of in, what was that movie, Blazing Saddles, with the when Sheriff Bart he gets captured, right, as part of their plan, and he pokes his head in from behind the door, and he just shouts out, "Where the white women at?" Oh, I love that. It's like one of my favorite lines in a movie. Oh, here was the weekly pay envelope. Oh, look at that. Ain't that the truth, right? Oh, the world. Look at Uncle Sam's divvying up the world. Educational special, $18,000. That was presumably a lot of money. But actually, presumably frickin' not, because you could go to college with a part-time job. Anyway. Francione. I want to learn more about Arnaldo Francione. Watch, he's like, I'm from New York, bro. Perhaps you noticed that, wait, this is the same UPC code. This is the one that's actually on the magazine, I think. 709-8933230. I don't know why I think that's so funny. Perhaps you noticed that more and more groceries and magazines we buy these days are imprinted with this ugly little example of op art. Well, this is a universal products code symbol. It was designed to enable computers to ring up the prices of your purchase. Someday the UPC symbol will eliminate surly cashiers who take forever, make mistakes, and bruise the lettuces. Yup. They'll be replaced by surly machines that take forever, make mistakes, and bruise the lettuces. That's progress, and that'll only be the beginning. Here's what we'll see when the UPC symbol takes over completely. My God, is that not true, right? Except where it was wrong. Because as it stands now, like we do self-checkout. Who would have thought really that it would lead to self-checkout? I don't know. Maybe somebody did. But this is, I find this to be a fine example of art. You have the vase, the television static, Bates Motel. And these are like some pretty clever uses of the UPC symbol and like UPC art. The toll road. I do like this right here. Now, you might not know this, but for all of you you clock heads out there, there is something called the Watchmaker's 4. And you might know that the Roman numerals, it's I, and then, what is it, VI? No, IV. But anyway, the Clockmaker's 4 is actually 4 I's, and they do it because it ends up balancing out the other side of the dial a little bit more. It's a choice made only for aesthetics. So look at that. You'll notice that in certain clocks. Mechanical clocks, I think it's pretty much out of fashion at this point. All right, hold on. I'm trying to focus over here. Yeah, I don't know. This is fun. It's not funny, but it's fun, right? The UPC code art. And sometimes that's just as good. If you can draw a straight line, you can earn big money as a cartoonist. That's funny right there. All right. So I cannot wait to get into this. Although parents are aware that taxes get higher every year to pay for well-equipped schools, kids are equally aware that the quality of school equipment gets lower every year. This doesn't seem plausible, except to those who've browsed through a devilish catalog that was recently delivered to the MAD office by mistake. It reveals a couple of interesting things about some members of the local school boards. One, they enjoy pocketing a fast buck. Two, they also enjoy grinding spirited children down into docile, obedient, nervous wrecks. Sad to say, there's a mail-order firm that happily serves this crowd by replacing education's 3 R's with its own S's: shoddiness, skullduggery, and sadism. Chances are you've probably never learned about this monstrous company unless you stumbled across its secret catalog as we did, and since that's not likely to happen accidentally, we'll just show you our copy on purpose right here and now. School supplies unlimited. Oh, for school administrators only. Sales to parents, children, or other radicals is verboten. Oh my goodness. So this is artist Bob Clark. And this is, I think this makes me 2 for 2, right? I got to check again. Wait, who did I say? Oh, wait, I think I was totally off on that. 2 for 3. All right, let's dig into this. I have to say, I guess like maybe because like school is prison, right? So that's why they did the Nazi theme to that. Lopsided blade action lets this deluxe classroom sharpener chew up entire pencils without ever producing a usable point. A real moneymaker for school systems that sell pencils to students at a whopping markup over cost. Loud grinding noise is also good for disrupting studies. Ain't that the truth? Here you have defective M&M brand crayons. Melt in your mouth and in your hand. Use of too much paraffin and watery dye in manufacturing this batch makes crayons become gooey soft when exposed to temperatures above 35 degrees. A double-barreled horror for kids as they get yelled at by teachers for ruining their artwork, and then get yelled at by parents for ruining their clothes. Oh my goodness. Ooh, out-of-date world globes. Serve the dual purpose of saving you money while they're making it impossible for your students to pass geography. Also nice for young nostalgia buffs who prefer to learn about the world as it used to be. These globes are free of defects and were imported by us from one of the finest map-making firms in the Ottoman Empire. That is a especially nice touch. And then let's look. We'll do one on this page. Maddening Mimeo Machine lowers student grade averages by cleverly smudging keywords and quiz questions. Mechanism is equipped with irregular ink dribbler, automatic stencil ripper, cockeyed paper feeder, and other intelligibility devices that not normally found on Mimeos in this price range. I love it. That's so much fun. Around noon on a movie set. That's great. Here we have some Paul Coker art. Paul Coker and Tom Koch. Kids, fresh new comebacks to parents' tired old comments. All right, wait a second. That guy looks like the kid, and that guy looks like some Poindexter mom. All right, here's $10 so you can go to that party with your friends, but I'd better not smell any liquor on your breath when you get home. Okay, Pop, but since you feel so strongly about it, maybe you better chip in another quarter for some breath mints. Don't be late, dear. You know I can't sleep until I hear you coming safe. Gee, does that mean you stay awake the whole semester while I'm away at college? He's got his joint there. No, I don't want you getting home at any 2 a.m., young lady. Really terrific. And here I was afraid you'd be mad if Stanley kept me out all night. These little snots. You know what? This is real funny until you're a parent. Get this out of my face. Here we have a beautiful Spy versus Spy. This is something that I can support. I've never read this one. All right. Oh, look at chemistry. Chemistry is very important. I don't understand this. Oh. All right. I figured it out. I'm a smart boy. Here we have some legendary wire hangers. I love this is the Hunchback of Notre Dame's wire hanger. Illustrated hunchbacks do bother me. Too loose. Am I supposed to see? This is where my lack of education betrays me. First off, I don't even know who this is. Second off, I don't even know how to pronounce those words. I don't even know if they are words. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde's wire hanger that's brilliant. I love that. Lady Godiva's wire hanger. Robin Hood's. Robinson Crusoe's. And Friday's wire hanger. Yeah, that's about a 2-page gag, right? I mean, you can't do much of that. Should we give Dave Berg a chance? Let's give Dave Berg a chance. People who are fans of Dave Berg's are called burgers. The lighter side of fire. Okay, you ready? Yes, I'll tell him right away. Harold, it's the volunteer fire brigade. They need you quick. Schmada's clothing store is on fire. Hurry. I'm coming. I'm so glad you're a volunteer fireman. Why? Are you proud of me? The way I help. Wait, why? Are you proud of me? The way I help. I want to help people? Christ, why can't I read? No, it's just that I'm the first to know when there's going to be a fire sale. Okay, we'll give him another chance. Oh, goody! We're having a barbecue. What's the menu? We're starting with a Greek salad. Then we're having Hungarian goulash garnished with Bermuda onions, Italian lasagna, Chinese stir-fry vegetables, and hot French bread with Swiss cheese, all cooked on a Japanese hibachi. That's a small banquet. What are we celebrating? What else? American Independence Day. I don't even know what the message is on that. Like what? The joke doesn't make sense. Right? Because, okay, like, yeah, those are all different countries, right? But also, like, America's a melting pot, remember? Like, so it doesn't even work as a joke. Okay, that's enough. I'm sorry. I won't upset. I don't want to get any more upset. Ooh, appliance warranties. These text dense ones are a little harder to read. You can't beat the system. Listen, obviously Jack Davis. I'm going to check again. Double check how I'm doing so far. Yes, no, yes, yes. Okay. You can't beat the system because banks only give free TV sets to people who open $10,000 savings accounts, which automatically excludes people who could really use a free TV. Now, why is this funny? And why, if Dave Bird wrote this, would it be horseshit? I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I wish I could explain it. But he would probably write it. He would take. I know why, because he would take 1/4 of he would take like half of this page to tell that joke, right? Whereas Jack Davis and Tom Coke took less than a fourth of the page. You can't beat the system because appliance warranties never go into effect until you sign a card stating that everything that's likely to go wrong will be your fault. You can't beat the system because TV shows always wait until the very end to announce that you've been watching the first half of a 2-part program just so they can trap you into wasting a whole other hour next week. That's like, you know how people like criticize kids these days? Right? Like, kids these days, they have no attention span. Yeah, well, they also then avoid moments like this where it's like, you know, you have some weird compulsion to like watch television just because you've started it. You can't beat, oh, I love this dude right here. Oh. Look at that guy. You can't beat the system because there's no way to land a job without having previous experience, which you can only get by holding a job, which you can't land unless you have previous experience. Now, this joke only sucks because it's been, you know, like 50 years, and this joke has since been made about 1 million times, right? You can't beat the system because your creditors will keep charging you 18% interest on the money you don't really owe while you're trying to prove that you don't even owe it. Thankfully, I don't know what that's like. 10 Little Businessmen. Artist Harry North Esquire. Writer Frank Jacobs. Idea Charles M. DeFuccio. Each one in his glory sold their wares in stores like these until, well, here's their story. I think I kind of have to read all of this, right? Yeah. Here, I'll zoom in again so we can. 10 little businessmen making out just fine. One clashed with a fast food chain. The crunch left only 9. 9 little businessmen pondering their fate. One defied a labor boss. The strike left only 8. 8 little businessmen with no hope in heaven. One received a raise in rent. The squeeze left only 7. 7 little businessmen in a dreadful fix. One protection wouldn't pay. The hit left only 6. 6 little businessmen, only half alive. One was burgled in the night. The haul left only 5. 5 little businessmen in a losing war. One laughed off a junkie's threat. The shot left only 4. 4 little businessmen watching crime run free. One had his insurance dropped. The shock left only 3. 3 little businessmen praying they'd pull through. One was stormed by looting mobs. The loss left only 2. 2 little businessmen bankrupt and undone. One employed Tyrone the torch. The blaze left only 1. 1 little businessman, scared and on the run. He's closing up for good today, and then there will be none. Oh, from the There Goes the Neighborhood department. This is one of those bits in MAD that's like entertaining, and all. It's, I mean, obviously it's entertaining. The art is beautiful, but it's not funny and it's not fun, but it's really good. It's really, really good. Yeah, love that. Here we have Al Jaffe. Oh, one-time use products. I just put it together. It's his little inventions, or the little inventions that he does such an awesome job illustrating. This is written by Paul Peter Porges. Skydiver's Last Rites, Kaddish emergency cassette player. Swan Songs. God, that's such a brilliant name. Swan Songs Gourmet Last Meal, Frozen TV Dinner. Pre-impact pulsar wristwatch type speedometer tachometer recorder. Absent-minded drowning victim's whole life 8mm projector viewer. God. Combination motorcycle crash helmet and catapult distance marker. Oh, God, I love this illustration. Designer styled shatterproof atomic blast viewing glasses. Hey, they're looking great. Lover's Leap unisex combination jumpsuit. You know, there's just too few lovers suicides. Vulture scavenger pest control aerosol spray. Intensive care hi-fi 8-track oxygen tent stereo unit with optional intravenous headphones. Multifaceted noiseless electric ransom note typewriter. And then here we have, alas, Angelo Torres. That's right, folks. I'm 5 for 6. 5 for 6 with my predictions. I am a human genius. Again, this is one that I don't know. One evening at a bus station. And then here we have look at this beautiful fold-in that was never folded in. And guess what? It never will be. Then finally, one evening in the city. Oh, no. That's all right. So there we have it. Issue 198. I hope you enjoyed this. This is a very good one. I quite enjoyed this. Again, please hit like, hit subscribe, comment on the videos. The comments are good. All right. Even if it's a dumb comment, it helps me. Okay. So just like say whatever you want. Say, yo, I was here. I left a comment. Quit bugging me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.